Now I see why people have pressure for romantic relationships, because it's like that's almost the only certainty of who stays.
Yeah. But it's so weird because there's no certainty.
Because they can leave you. But
they can't die.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Yap.
Oh.
You don't like my aesthetic?
No, I don't.
Okay, welcome back to another episode of Peas in a Podcast. I hope you guys are excited to be here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to be here. I'm actually having a good day this morning, but my co-host on the other hand, our energy's gleam. What's going on, co-host?
I mean, my day started off really well. I'm just really tired because my body's tired.
Really? Today we are going to be yapping your ears off. Welcome back to Yap Central. Do we have any specific topic for the day? Actually, no, but we're hoping to catch up and also talk about the fear of losing community, the fear of community growing apart, adulting stuff, moving cities, moving away from your core community, and how that can have an effect on you. So I hope you enjoy this episode. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. But what have you been up to, Moya?
Honestly, I'm tired.
What's happening? What's tiring you?
Runners. You guys that are running 5Ks, 10Ks, half marathons.
You don't like?
What is after marathon?
Triathlon?
No. Hell. They are chasing people from their mother's village. That's what I think.
I thought you were loving running.
I was until last week. Until this week, actually.
Because you're focused on the numbers.
Hey, I crashed out twice. So I've been practicing. By this time this episode comes out, I've successfully run
your
my
5K.
First race.
Okay, aside from running, what else is happening with you?
I'm about to finish Sex and the City. I'm literally the last episode, and I feel like the past 3-ish episode is very fitting with our conversation for today.
What is happening? Oh, like the moving and the
community, friend. I was gonna say friendhood. I've never said friendhood. Friendhood. Community. Sistership. But yeah, other than that, I'm chilling. Like, summer needs to start. Like, I'm over this rain. I don't love the rain, that's a lie, but like
sometimes the rain is cute.
When I get a good cuddle, sure. Like, what?
Sometimes the rain is cute.
A very unfiltered Moyo right now. Let me just give you guys.
No, usually this is me, so I'm glad that.
Let me just give you
I'm glad that the last episode that we released, which was the episode on social media and AI, it came out this morning, and I was watching it. I was just like, "What did I drink before this episode?" Because I was just unhinged, and I'm glad that
I have a very long day today, so I actually have to get my energy up.
You can bring it up.
What about you?
What's happening with me? I'm on week 3 of my new job.
Oh, period.
I'm settling in. I'm making friends. People know my name now.
I told you to make a specific friend.
For me, wants me to go and look for man.
I literally said for me. Anywho,
there are a few people I've said hi, hello to at work. I don't know their names yet. There's somebody that also always says hi to me. I don't know the name yet.
Do you know what that is?
Consistency. What?
Consistency. Intentionality. Hopefulness. What do you know about that?
Hopefulness.
Thoughtfulness.
Oh man.
Hopefulness, Seth. Hopefulness.
But people are knowing my name now. Not everyone, but people are knowing my name. I'm settling in. But yeah, I've been settling into work, which is nice.
Nice.
I've been making some risque decisions,
guys,
that I can't discuss on the public platform. But very risky decisions.
Maybe post whatever. Post we can
discuss.
That's actually all I have.
We don't even know post what.
I don't know. Post next year.
Maybe by the end of the year, I'll be able to have a conversation of what this risque decisions are
Maybe
above.
we'll do part 2 of Art of Loving.
Yeah. The outcome can actually be in 2 different directions. But we will live and learn. And then we'll come and use the lessons to come and share with you all on this platform.
We're living live. We're living our lives just so we can bring good quality episodes
for you.
That's crazy.
And then what else? Nothing else really. I think I've been on social media a lot. The Met Gala happened. Coachella happened. She took a social media
first
break.
Week of, well, can I really say I've not been on social? I'm on TikTok for 1 hour a day, and I have a passcode
that your sister is holding over your head.
I don't now. I try to ignore, but I don't know my passcode. So can I really say I've been off social? But that's it's been good because like yesterday I didn't use the TikTok like time all through.
Oh really? You didn't make an hour?
Yeah, because it's 1 hour. But there was one day I used it by like 6 p.m. I said, hello, what am I gonna do at night?
Why don't you just save the hour to do scrolling in the evening?
Because literally now I'm like I scroll, I'm like you only got 2 seconds to impress me. If I don't like the content, like it makes me more intentional about what I'm looking at and watching. So I'm like, okay, sorry, I don't care to listen for that. Scroll respectfully.
Oh my god, this is really in line with what we discussed in the last episode.
I'm putting things in action.
Well, in the 2 episodes before
in action.
In action, we love that.
I'm an action babe. Oh, I watched Michael, the movie.
Yeah, you did. How was it?
Thoughts.
What are your thoughts? Moyo is afraid of Michael Jackson, by the way.
I was going to say that. You don't have to tell my story.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Growing up, when Michael Jackson died, I loved Michael Jackson growing up, and like Janet Jackson, it was always played growing up, all of that. But when he died, I think I was 9. It was 2009, right?
Yeah.
I was 9 and I lost it. I think that was my first like realization of death. Like one of the very few. Like there was that, and then something the family happened to. But that I said, oh, and everyone's crying. I remember the funeral. I think it was Paris. I was also really crying. There was one scene. And I said, eh? And then when I just kept looking at Michael's face, like towards the end, that was when he was having a lot of press and people, they talked about him like dangling his baby over the balcony, like his face was getting more and more like chiseled and everything. And when I saw one particular face, I said, whoa, I'm scared. I can't go to bed. That's a scary face.
You know how they say that like children have like, sometimes some children have like they're afraid of the monster under the bed. Moyo was afraid of Michael Jackson.
I was so scared of it. Okay. And then when I would now see pictures of like his previous and like before and after, and then I think I started watching like they're not talking about like Illuminati, like everything.
Oh man,
everything was choking your girl. I was scared. I was so scared. But yeah, Michael Jackson really scared me as a kid, like when he passed. But then I still loved him. Still loved his music. Still. Like his music is really
so good. I have a question about Michael Jackson, and this for y'all that watch the listing.
Call people that,
because when I listen to old Michael Jackson 5 Michael, what do you think?
ABC
1 2 3. Oh my god, I have a thought in regards to that song, but I'm going to come back to it.
Okay.
Come back to it. Where in Michael's journey do you think that he thought of like, I'm no longer going to be doing ABC. I'm not going to be doing hee.
Watch that movie. You will know.
What's that
movie is the movie. No, but I think, okay, so the movie was produced by one of his brothers, or like all of his brothers. And if you watch the movie, even just knowing about Michael, he was treated really poorly in his family. His dad was really abusive, I think verbally, physically, all the alleys, and his brothers were also not nice to him. He was the one that brought in the big box.
So why are they
Jackson 5?
Why are they the one producing this movie?
Thank you. That is my question. And why was Janet Jackson her hands? She said, "Don't."
But wasn't she the closest to Michael?
She knows something we all don't know, and those brothers are still using Michael to make money. That's my truth. Yeah, because you can't.
That's your truth or the truth.
Janet, say hi, baby. Like, I'm inviting you on our podcast if you'd like to be.
Come and spill the beans here.
And tell us what's going on. You even have to not even release it.
We will
just
enjoy
sit
the
on it.
gist.
We'll just
And then we'll keep it in our hard drive.
Oh no, there was one video of Janet Jackson. That was a good one.
She's
I've forgotten
gorgeous
the song right now, but she's too good. Music, they don't make that music no more.
But yeah, so I wondered why he went from.
It was his dad. His dad, based off of the movie, I don't know how true it is to like Michael's experience, because one,
he's
the people
not here.
That produced it were not the best people to him. Two, he's not here. But like, it was through his movie. Through the movie, you could see how his dad would always want to control him. Like Michael would be dancing a lot, moving a lot. Even when they would go to the studio, they would tell him stop. Like he would try and break dance in the studio. But his dad,
a free spirited child.
Thank you. And so they would always want to like stifle his energy and like his creativity and just be like sing like this, do like this, which was good. And it brought them up, and they made it out of Gary, Indiana, where they go. But yeah, and I think that control, once he said, I don't want to be controlled anymore.
That's when he started the he.
That's right.
Okay.
He said, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. And it's so interesting because like then no social media.
Yeah.
No,
but he was so popular.
Like, there was media, but it was the radio.
Yeah.
It was,
and we knew him all over the world.
Like there was a video of like they're making, I guess, video similar to what happened when he would just start singing. You just see some people were just saying like this, like they were really feeling like if there was any, I don't know who I could compare Michael Jackson.
I don't think he's comparable.
I don't think like that's a very that's what we call
for
idol.
The era
when people when they talk about idol, don't serve on you like God. That's what they're talking about in the Bible because people they wanted to be with him, like they worshipped him, which is not good at all. But
it's a lot of pressure on a human being.
And he grew up with that from like 8 years old.
Yeah,
of course. Over me, sorry, my brain. If I have that kind of fame from the very beginning, I can't be okay.
Yeah, like
it's not possible. Like, but it's really sad. But I really enjoyed the movie. Go watch it. I don't know where the money would go. I don't know if it's going to Michael. I don't know if it's going to kids
States
who are like sick. Like I don't know. But it felt really like short-lived. Like the movie ended. I was like, wait, what happened? Because this is not the end of Michael's story. Like it happened when, or it ended
Did
when
they
Michael
go to his death or
no? It just stopped at when he literally said, I'm gonna do, I think he released the Bad album and then his dad, after the Bad album, his dad still wanted him to not leave Jackson 5. Like he struggled so much to leave the Jackson 5 group. Yeah. So his dad was like, no, you still sing. If you want to go solo, you will still be a part of this Jackson 5. And he was the star of the show there. Like he didn't want to do that. He didn't want to make that kind of music. And his dad like announced that, yeah, they're going to go on tour without Michael saying yes. And so they go on this tour. He's like, okay, whatever, I'll do this tour. And then he's not trying to say, yeah, they'll go to different countries and all of that. And as Michael is singing the last tour, like last song for the last tour, he literally starts talking. And they're like, we didn't realize him talking to the crowd. All of a sudden he's like, this is gonna be the last tour of the Jackson 5. You know, that is what and his dad was so pissed and he literally said, no, I'm done. Bye. And that was it. And that's how they ended it.
So then it's the Michael and Jackson 5 story, not
basically,
Michael's life story.
Not Michael's life story. And I
but
get
which
it, like,
makes sense because
documentary.
And also they don't I'm sure when he left Jackson 5, he called contact with a lot of them. So they don't know the real gist of that point's over.
Janet. Oh, have you ever watched Why Did I Get Married? I'm a Tyler Perry babe.
I don't think
Why Did I Get Married has Janet Jackson in the movie. And she's part 1 and 2. And part 2 is when like her relation, like her marriage ends. She goes through a divorce. And there's one scene where she like breaks glass. She's like really losing it. And I was like, damn, like this is some good acting. Apparently that was also when Michael died. The same year they shot it. And so they were like, there's news about like that having an impact with how she delivered that scene. But all that to say, yeah, I'm really in my movie bag. I'm never in it.
I was about to say, you're not a movie
I'm
girl.
always sleeping in movies. This I was up.
That's all we have to catch you up on. That was a long catch
It
up.
was. I'll probably cut it.
On YouTube, maybe. But that was a long catch up. Let us know on Instagram how y'all are doing. Is your days gloomy? Do you like the rain? Are you looking forward to the sun? Are you going for any concerts? Did you watch the Michael movie? What are your thoughts on it? There's so many things from this catch up that you can chime in and let us know either on YouTube comments or on the Spotify comments or on our Instagram and TikTok. I'm sure we'll sprinkle clips about this conversation all over social media. Me and Moyo have feelings about the phase of adulthood where you start to not lose your community in the sense that like you're losing friendships. Like the friendships are still there, but people are making life decisions that are separating each other.
Yep.
And I think that that's something that we fear a little bit. And I just wanted to bring it to the podcast. I don't know if any of you feel similar, but like at that age where your friends are getting jobs, they're finding love and deciding to build their nuclear family away from where you guys started your community.
Yep.
Moya, how do you feel?
So I said I was watching Sex and the City. And if you're watching it and you don't want spoilers, you probably fast forward this part. But Carrie, the main character, they all live in New York and she meets this Russian man. So season finale at this point, she meets this Russian man and he's an artist and she writes like a column for the New York, I don't think it's New York Times, but like a paper in New York. And he's like, yeah, he wants to go to Paris for another exhibition debut, like come with me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you want me to come for the opening? Sure, I'll come. No problem. He's like, no. I want you to come live with me. Like, I'm done with New York. Like, I've lived here for 3 years, on to the next country. And she's like, oh, the last time someone told me, like the man she was in and out of relationship with, he said, yeah, I'm going to Paris, and he just up and left. He didn't even try and consider her. Really messed her up. But this man who she thinks she's in love with, I don't
you don't think she's in love with?
No. I think she's having a good time. Yeah, sure. But yeah, he's like, yeah, no, I want you to come live with me. He's like, okay, I will pay for your rent in New York, even if no one is living there. You will stay. She's like, oh, do I get an apartment? Like, is she going to be, where will she live in Paris? And like, oh, you live with me. He's rich, so he can take care of everything. Bills are paid. Fantastic.
Lovely.
She's living her Karen Paris lifestyle. And then she gets there and there's this scene where she's just so excited to be in Paris. Like, she's so happy. She's smiling from ear to ear. She sees him. She's a fashion girly and she's just looking amazing, stunned. She's seeing the Eiffel Tower. She's screaming. She's laughing. And her friends obviously had a hard time with like her leaving, but they were also really excited for her. They first said like, oh, think about this world. Don't just jump into conclusion. Like, anyway, she ends up going. She's having the best time. And in my head, I'm like, oh my goodness. There's no phone. Like, they have the phone, but there's no like, she has not set up her SIM. There's no FaceTime to call because you can see how excited she is, but she would like to she's like, oh my gosh, I'm in Paris. Come look at me. There's no social media to post it on. There's no friend that she can call to come and say, come and see how lovely this place is. And I started crying. I was like, oh, that's crazy, because I'm grateful that I have my friends and I have technology that's advanced to the point that I can call people and show them what's happening in my life. But I'm also like, I mean, she gets to really feel whatever decision, like the impact of whatever decision she's taking.
Yeah.
And it just made me think, I don't know, like life is crazy. Because she just kept saying to one of her friends who really didn't want her to go for him, because that's what it seems like. She's like, no, you're trying to live this life for him. You're trying to live his life. Is that what you want as a person? Like, but she was like, no, everybody's moving on. Like Charlotte, everybody has settled down, basically, is what she said. This person has gotten married. This person has gotten married, has a kid. Another person has a boyfriend. And they're older. They're like late in their 30s, early 40s at this point. And she is the one that hasn't really gotten into a serious relationship, but she's dating this guy.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, let me at least move. It's not something she wants. She would like to live in Paris, but she doesn't want to move to Paris, but she moves to Paris.
Yeah.
But I was just thinking that life is crazy because people will make decisions for themselves, and it's not like they don't care about their friends, but they have to do what is true to them.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And that is the part that gets me, because in my head I'm like, low key, I feel like there's a part of me that makes decisions for myself and for my community here. Does that make sense?
Expand on that. In what decision do you think that you were thinking for yourself, and like,
I can't really share some because it's personal, but in my head I'm like,
I think something generic where you're like, oh,
like moving, for example, there's a part of me that would not want to live in this country. But I'm like, no, but my community is here. And like deeper into it is like even like housing,
Yeah.
for example, like how close, like in proximity I am to friends versus if I want to go to freaking Edmonton because houses are cheaper there. Does that make sense? Because some people will do anything that they will to save money. Like people want to do things that that is advantageous to them when it comes to finances. But then in my head, I'm not that tied to it, I guess. Or I should be tied to it in a way where I want to save money. So I don't need to figure out if I will be close to my community or not. Like they still exist, but I need to save this money right now. So a part of me is like, is it just because maybe finances are not just like important to me, or am I also putting my friends first? Not first, but also both of us are being put together. But like I haven't really formed my thoughts on that yet. But
I don't think I think it's a priority thing though, because there are a lot of people where community is not a priority to them. I know people who can live in cities alone that they do not know anybody, and they are fine to wake up, go to work, go back to their house, stay in their house. And then when they want to go visit somebody, even if it's long distance, they will go visit the person. But they are fine not to see friends and family in their day-to-day life, because that is not a source of joy and doesn't enrich their life in the way that it enriches mine. So I do feel like it is a priority issue, because again, for a lot of people, you get to a point where you weigh both of them and it's like, no, finances are the most important thing to me right now. Anything that I can do to save this money, especially if you're saving for something, I'm going to choose that option. But there are some people that where community will always trump. Like they're just like, oh yeah, I'll move here and I'll save money, but then I will be sad and depressed. Like I want to have people around me. So like I do think it's a priority thing too for a lot of people. In this situation when you were talking about making those decisions allows you to also assess where your priorities are and what is most important to you in your life.
Because it's like, do I want to save more money and be lonely, or do I want to be with people who can
be, but then like know that I'm losing out on money that I could have saved.
Yeah, but then I think about like even people who japa from Nigeria. I think they would love to be in Nigeria. Like most, not everybody, but like I've seen a few people who definitely want to stay in Nigeria, but they're forced to leave rather, because of the economy, or like because of the Nigerian economy. It's hard here, it's hard there, but the hard is different.
So that's what I'm saying. But in that moment though, escaping the hardness is the priority. Like it still ends up like there's a difference between what you desire. Priority. Yeah.
Because it's like, I don't want my country I don't want to have to leave my country.
But priority sometimes is desired, but sometimes it's not desired. It's like, this is what is important right now.
I guess so.
And I think I am becoming a person that definitely requires community, especially, which is so weird because I didn't really I could stay in my house forever, and I still can stay in my house forever. But something that cute happened yesterday. Moya stopped by at my house. Moya and Bistola just came randomly unannounced and knocked on my door.
We saw something about doorbell friendships.
And 10 p.m.
And then I lost it.
At 10 p.m. I'm just like, and it was not like for that long. It was like maybe they stay for like 45 minutes to an hour. And I'm just like, it's so nice to be able to live around your people where it's accessible to stop by their house and like, you'll be home in like 15, 20 minutes. But then it's also worrisome because again, we are at the age where people want to better their career. And sometimes that career will take them to another country or to a different city.
Yeah.
And it almost feels like also as a friend, you cannot demand, if you were a partner, you can, I know you can't even still demand, but you can have more say in like, oh, but I don't want us to do this. But like as a friend, it feels like you have no say.
Zero
Say in what happens, and you just have to be able to chest it and adjust and be able to navigate that season.
Yeah.
I feel like even sometimes family might have a little bit more say, even though not much say. Romantic partners get the best say.
They get the highest say.
They get the highest say.
And I think for me at least, if I'm in a romantic relationship, we have to be like I'm married before they have a say.
Oh yeah.
If it's that it's boyfriend and girlfriend. Oh God.
That's not in the Bible.
Oh my God.
That's not in the Bible. We are single and married.
Oh my goodness. Don't get me started. But yeah, like I feel like even that, like they get the highest say and they do get the highest consideration. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
But I do see that.
So it feels a little hypocritical.
Yes and no.
Sure.
Yes, is because like as a friend, then you're just like, am I not that much of a priority? But at the same time, we are living with friendship. You're living life alongside each other. With stuff like marriage, you are literally merging lives into one life. So I don't know if I would say
move married. Put just relationship.
I don't think people should be doing that to a relationship.
No, just like consideration and like decision as a whole.
I don't think people should be doing that either.
No, I think people do, sure.
No, I don't think people do. But I'm just like what's the consideration? Like if my boyfriend moved to Calgary for something, I support, I love you, I'm not moving.
Yeah.
Because I am not merging lives with you. The only place I'm mandated to merge lives with you is in marriage.
But then I feel like if you're in a relationship and you people are serious, you are hoping that this is more and common law marriage, whatever the case is in the future, I feel like there needs to be do I want to still be with this person long distance? Because long distance is a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
Or do I want to not cut it off?
But I don't think it is worth it for me to move on the hopes to make the relationship work when I have my entire community and my life somewhere else. If we're like, oh, I've been proposed to, now we are planning a marriage, we can now have the conversation of, or like before that, at that season, we can have the conversation of, we are going to be merging lives. Where is our life going to merge? But I'm just like, to move away from my entire, again, no judgment to people who do, because people can do anything for love. But I'm just saying, like, what is a priority to me is having a full community, and that includes my romantic partner. But I cannot have 50% of my community in one place, and then I have this 10% somewhere else, and then I approach my entire life with this 10%.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
I understand.
Yeah.
I think...
But I don't think that that's the general consensus anyway.
Yeah, like I think my thing is just, I think people, not just even big things like movie, I think in general, for the most part, people really do put their romantic partners as a high consideration. And I don't fault anybody for that. It's just more of like, I get it if you're like, merging each other's lives, or you've merged the lives, but it just still feels it will never replace like friendships and platonic friendships, all of that just will never replace a romantic partner. But yeah, that's a different conversation.
But I do think vice versa too.
Yeah, that too. But I think friendships, a romantic partner has more ability in some ways to fulfill at least that friendship part.
Yeah,
because you can always be friends with your partner even before you start dating, but you can never be romantic with a friend, if that makes sense. So to me anyway. But yeah, anyway.
No, I do think that do you say you have considerations in regards to like you don't want to live to Canada? live in Canada forever. But if Canada is like detrimental to your mental health, I think as a friend, like it's very understandable. Like I think they're understandable choices.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's sad to lose a friend. But I do think that they're understandable choices. But again, it's just so sad that we can't all just live in one house and just one, not house, but like one estate and like have all our different houses and just like people are doing stuff, people are moving their careers and like you're happy for them because then like you're seeing people fulfill things that makes them happy. But then just like as an adult, it almost feels like if you don't find a and now I see why people have pressure for romantic relationships because it's like that's almost the only certainty of who stays.
Yeah. But it's so weird because there's no certainty.
There's no, because they can leave you. But
they can't die.
They can die. But it's just like people, those are the only people, it feels like those are the only people that are obligated
to stay and to
figure it out with you while every other person is. And when you see other people moving on with their own families and starting their own families and stuff, it's just like, oh, I don't have that
my
person.
Own. Yeah.
And it's a little unfortunate.
And even like in the movie, like in the TV show, the girls, because there are 4 girls, they're all really cool and they talk pretty often. And so one of them said, yeah, like guys, and I think at this point their relationships were that's goes for everybody. Like dating has been trashed from the beginning of time. And she was just like, yeah, like I know this sounds cheesy, but maybe because we're talking about the concept of like soulmate and finding the one, like do you have one love or 2 loves or whatever. And she was like, maybe we're each other's soulmates. And they all found it cheesy. She found it cheesy, but she was like, you know what? Fair. Maybe these are the people that I get to do life with for better or worse. You know, it sounds cheesy, but then I hope so. Like, I hope I found my soulmates, at least in that friendship era.
Yeah.
Because I just feel like there's some, even with friends, there's some people that don't see it the same way. Because there's some people like, I didn't rate you that highly. Or they can even be like, I just don't see friendship as that serious of a thing. Because their own, I guess, perception is if they move to a different country, there's more people.
I'll make more friends.
But I also think it's because maybe they don't necessarily value the depth that comes with friendships. Or maybe they do and they just feel like it can be done with a lot of people. Or they have family that they don't really care for friendships per se. So I don't know. It's a weird dynamic because I just always feel like friends take the back burner even when like they are there for you in a lot of different difficult moments.
But it's so interesting that they do take the back burner. But I do think that the expectation though is that friends are supposed to make the most sacrifices for you.
Friends?
Yeah. Like I feel like a lot of people, if you don't show up in specific moments, they expect, like some people might have expectations of like, they don't prioritize friendship in their day to day. But imagine like, oh, there's this rule of like, oh, I have a birthday dinner. I've not seen you all week. I've not seen you all year. We don't talk. We don't point our friendship, but I invite you for a birthday dinner and you decide not to show up. That's an issue. Like there is consequences for not showing up in certain ways with friendship, and like people will cut you off for the slightest things in friendship. And I feel like you don't point as much and you keep keep friendship at the back burner, but the ruler that you are measured by is almost like stricter. Like you have more grace for other relationships versus your friends, which I'm like, I don't get. Because if you don't rate friendship that much, then all these small things that you're cutting people off should not be a big deal to you. I don't know if you get my drift.
Yeah.
But just like, yeah. It's weird. We're at that age where like, it's just like, you start to have that conversation and thinking about like, what does my future adult life look like? And I think it's a little complex, especially as people who value community, and being in like society where it feels like sometimes especially in-person community, sometimes tends to dwindle. People go to concerts and everybody's on their phone, recording. You go to parties, people are not dancing anymore. Everybody's by the wall.
Yeah.
Like there's no communal experience.
Yeah. There's even this whole running thing. I know I said I'm not gonna talk about it again. But running with the group of girls, and I get it, like people want to listen to what they're listening to on their run.
Yeah.
But it was so weird because I was like, we're all going on a run, but we're all putting in headphones right now and we're blocking each other out until we get to our stop. And yes, we debrief after and talk, but then the jogging or running or whatever I've seen on TV is that they're talking as they're running. At least to me, when I see like all these TV shows and clips about it. So I was just like, interesting. Like the whole point is to have, I guess it's also a community. I feel more motivated to go longer, but it's just like, even in things like that, even at the race, like I haven't been to one yet, but I can foresee myself putting in headphones and everybody else putting in headphones trying to get it to the finish line.
Yeah.
But it's just weird because the things that are supposed to feel communal still feels very surface level. Like even church feels...
We say, we listen and we pack our things and we leave.
Yeah. And even if, I know some people like, yeah, then don't leave, like stay, talk to people, blah, blah, blah. It's a weird dichotomy, I would want to say, for church. Like church is so, what an interesting place to be.
Very interesting.
But like church is where you meet like the nicest people ever. Like, yeah, what's your name? Welcome, you're home. When the first time as you're home, welcome, we love you. We want you to be here. All of that.
And they don't remember your name next week.
Hello.
Is it not the truth? Do they remember your name?
You ate.
Yeah. They don't remember your name.
Do you remember your name? Or it's almost like, we love you. We want you to be here. They don't remember your name. You are invited to like fellowship night or whatever. You're kind of expected to share things that you're struggling with your Christian walk that is extremely vulnerable
and very personal.
And I don't know your name.
Yeah.
So it's like, weird, because that's supposed to be your safe place, in my own opinion. But then you actually share some things and some people are giving you a side eye. Dirty side eye.
They'll say, you wore short skirts. Last week I saw you on the street.
So it's so weird. It feels like there's no safe space. And then some people are now coining the word third spaces. I don't know if it's new. It's probably not new, but still, it's just new. Like third spaces. You mean just a cheeky little group hangout where we like the same things? Like that's not a new concept. That's been happening so it's just weird because they'll do things, like we all do things to bring community, but it's a weird space because I don't know you. I'm trying to get to know you, but I'm also on my phone because I feel weird. Or worst of all, they're charging me to get to know you.
Yeah.
The capitalization.
All these third spaces now, it's $40
now money. If you don't 50. Have money, no friends for you.
Moya sent me this link one time and she was just like, oh, I want you, and maybe we should go to this thing. And she just sent the link. I can't remember. It was one woman something. And then we scrolled to the bottom and we saw $129. Or I have women at home I can get to know.
Thank you. Or there'll be money and then there'll be like aesthetics that you have to live up to. No shade, but I have some in my mind right now. And they'll put the if you don't dress like this, you can't sit with us. So it's like, what? Like, okay. Hello
for real.
What am I doing here? And then you now have your friend trying to say that she wants to move out of the country for a master's program. No, not even you.
Oh, that was also, to say.
Now I remember you said that.
It felt like shade.
No. But like people move, and there's some people that just. There's one particular girl on my Instagram, like she moves to different. You don't know where her next country is gonna be, and I'm like, but she's always with people at all these countries. There's people that have people at every country they go to. So I'm like, how, and who are you? Like, are you happy?
But maybe rooted community is not important to that person.
So okay, my thing is. So what is like what's What drives them?
Other things. The desire to be able to be free-spirited and move around. The desire to enjoy like the experiences of meeting new people and the thrill that comes with that. Like, so I don't know, like sometimes it's not important to people. It's important to us, but it's not important to people. Let us know in the comments how you feel about this conversation. I don't think we have any conclusion here. I think this is something that we are deeply experiencing, and we always have thoughts. Moyo, you want to say something?
I would love to talk to an older folk.
No, the folk is very rude of you, but it's okay.
More, not even a millennial. More like a
Gen X.
Yeah,
They don't do community.
Oh Jesus! But I know there are some women that do.
Well, there are a lot of women that
most of them don't. But I feel like there are a few people. There's not even few. There's still people that we just don't have access.
I would like to have like older people who have had different seasons of life together and have stayed friends.
Yeah. And this is gonna sound more. I would love to talk to like older women who they've lost friends in their community. Like that. I've been thinking about that lately. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Losing friends as in like stopping friends with like death.
No, death.
Oh.
Because I'm like, I know there is the world of just like, oh, they're moving, they're doing this, they're doing that. But I was like, they're actually not going to be here anymore. Like, not by their own volition. Like, they didn't choose to do that. So I was just thinking about that and I was like, nope, not even going to try and think about it further. So it's, this person got to be in their 60s. Because they would have lived a lot of life.
Yeah.
But
let us know how you feel. Let us know if you have a lot of friends. Let us know if community is a priority to you. Let us know if you've been able to maintain friendships while making a decision for yourself, like moving countries, moving states, stuff like that. Let us know. I need to find an up because that death that Moyo just talked about took me down.
Well, there was a time this week, you're like, if we stop being friends, what do you think the reason would be?
I would just question.
And she was so chirpy as she said it.
Question.
You should add that. Blinking effect.
Question. That's all I was asking.
And you brought up moving and distance.
Yeah, I think like it will really, because we both really value community and like deep-rooted community, if we move away from each other, I do think it might be an issue for our friendship.
We'll take this offline.
We will take this offline. But let us know. This was a cheeky little episode with no direction, actually. I think we just went all over the place. But I hope you enjoyed it.
Fun. Talk about Michael.
Yeah.
Talk about
community.
Friendship.
Friendship.
Talk about people don't really rate their friends. So.
Yeah. A lot of things. But let us know if you enjoyed the episode. Moya, where can they find us?
You can find us on Instagram at peasinapodcast.tm. Actually, backtrack. Can find us on YouTube at peasinapodcast_tm. Because if you just type Peace in a Podcast, it brings a lot of, counterfeits. So if you type in Peace in a Podcast_tm, you will find our direct page. Will be up and running. You'll see us there. We want to get to 100 subscribers by
July.
June.
June.
End of June 30th. I better see 100 subscribers. Yes. Okay. But yeah, subscribe, comment, follow, like, share, do all the nice things.
Yes.
You can also listen to this episode on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, anywhere that you find your podcast. At Peas and Podcasts, that one you see our faces on a green background. And on Instagram, like I mentioned, peasandpodcast.tm or TikTok. The TikTok people, you're up. Peas in a .podcast.
Actually, B+.
Nobody's a star.
Nobody's
We're
a star.
strict over here. But yeah, so make sure you like, you subscribe, you follow, you review our podcast, you share, you rate it 5 out of 5, nothing less. But yeah, this has brought us to the end of the episode.
We will see you on the next one. Love and light. Peace out.